Good morning to all of you out there. I hope you are all having a wonderful and pleasant day. This is just a short film about the price of electricity here in Australia and why it keeps going up. There is a lot of talk around at the moment about generating electricity and renewable energy, such as wind power and solar power. The popular conversation at the moment seems to be around the cost of making the electricity, and that's why these companies are out there building wind farms and solar farms to bring the cost of electricity down, so they say. As well as a few other different reasons, I think green energy is one of them. And there's even been some talk of building nuclear power stations. But the generating or the making of the electricity is not where the biggest cost is. The electricity supply infrastructure is very expensive to build and maintain. Power stations, transformer stations, thousands and thousands of miles of power lines, thousands of vehicles and specialized trucks, as well as thousands and thousands of trained and qualified technicians. All of this infrastructure has to be maintained, and all of the employees and technicians still have to be paid. But the problem is, every single day more and more homes and businesses are having solar put on their roofs, so they are using little to no power from the grid, so they are not paying money back into the grid to support the system and the infrastructure. More than 30% of all Australian households and businesses have gone solar and are not buying power from the grid. This, I believe, is the reason why power is so expensive in Australia, because every day there is so many more households and businesses going solar and leaving the grid system, so there is less money being paid into the system to support the infrastructure. So, therefore, the cost of power has to go up to compensate for all of those who have chosen to go solar and leave the energy grid system. And it won't be long before the cost of power becomes so high it will then be unaffordable for most people, and in some cases that has happened already. So, building a lot more wind farms and solar farms isn't really going to make the cost of electricity much cheaper for consumers. Because if there isn't enough people buying power from the energy grid to support it so it can be properly maintained, then it will eventually run into problems. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the film.